Hello, welcome to the Online Radio and Television Station. Here comes the latest updates. To limit the spread of COVID-19, Vietnam requires that from March the 16th, foreign citizens in Vietnam as well as Vietnamese citizens strictly enforce masks in public places with large crowds. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Vietnam has issued a notice to those who come from or travel through the affected areas to regularly check or update the regulations of airlines, ensuring that all the required documents are available to be able to fly, especially documentation of medical conditions, if any. Especially from today, foreign citizens in Vietnam as well as Vietnamese citizens strictly enforce masks in public places with large crowds, such as at supermarkets, airports, railway stations, bus stations, on public transport. Vietnam has informed this content to diplomatic missions, consulates, and representative offices of international organizations in Vietnam. Due to the increasingly complicated situation of the COVID-19 pandemic, many people are afraid to gather in crowded places, so the trading activities of many restaurants and business establishments have fallen into gloomy state, empty of customers in the past few months. Located in a prime location, this restaurant used to be crowded with customers. Business activities lasted from morning to late at night. However, after the Lunar New Year until now, activities have fallen into a sluggish situation. Also on Nguyễn Đình Chiểu Street, Mũi Né World Fantasy City, not only diners, restaurants, but many other businesses are gloomy and quiet. In the center of the city, on this route, there are many restaurants, bars, and commercial activities always bustling. Currently, instead, many establishments have put up the space for lease or house for rent signs due to the sluggish business. The COVID-19 pandemic has had a significant impact on economic sectors, of which service business is one of the most affected sectors. To solve this problem, besides the community joining hands to prevent and repel the COVID-19 pandemic, it is necessary to find solutions to stimulate demand. The world is still battling against COVID-19 pandemic. In the past 24 hours, the pandemic continues to boom in many places outside China, turning Europe into a new pandemic center and forcing many countries to take strong actions. By 6 a.m. March the 16th, the world has had 169,175 people infected and 6,500 deaths. March the 15th became one of the days with the highest number of deaths since the beginning of the pandemic, with 667 deaths. To date, 76,618 people have been successfully treated. Europe is the center of the pandemic as the number of cases and deaths soars, especially in Italy. On March the 15th, during March the 16th Vietnamese time, Italian officials announced an additional 368 deaths. Thus, Italy has a total of 24,747 cases, including 1,809 deaths. In the past 24 hours, Italy has also confirmed 3,590 new cases and 2,335 cases have been killed. After Italy, Spain became a new hotspot with 96 more deaths just on March the 15th and 1,407 new cases, bringing the total number of deaths and infections to 292 and 7,798 respectively. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez had to declare a national emergency in 15 days to cope with the epidemic, including a ban on people from leaving home except for going to work, seeking medical treatment, buying medicine, or buying necessities. In a joint effort to cope with COVID-19 pandemic, the Federal Reserve Bank of America Fed unexpectedly announced a reduction in basic interest rates as the U.S. economy was reeling from COVID-19. This is the second time in less than 2 weeks that Fed cut interest rates. The Fed's announcement stated that it has decided to lower 1% of the basic interest rate from the current level of 1 to 1.25% to 0 to 0.25%. This is the second time in less than 2 weeks that Fed lowered the USD interest rates, and also the first time since 2008-2009 financial crisis, Fed lowered interest rates to such a symbolic level. Speaking at a press conference, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell said that the COVID-19 pandemic would have serious consequences for the health of the U.S. economy in the short term, and Fed realized that this was the time to take action. Fed has cut its main interest rate 3 times in 2019 when the size of the U.S. and global economy are facing reverse winds, partly from President Donald Trump's trade wars. That's all our news for today. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.